This meditation is led by Gris Alves, and it is a series of practices that I will be posting on here on the Tales of Recovery podcast. And yes, these will be also recorded in Spanish. For cultivating the capacity that we have to self-regulate, to soothe and calm our nervous systems, but not just by hacking the body, but by really going inside and understanding what is happening when our bodies are acting out in fear. And a lot of the obstacles that get in the way of us remembering that we are our own, that we have the capacity to self-heal, that you don't need to go to the doctor and have them put you on a pill. I have a lot of friends telling me, they put me on this medication, who's they? And why aren't you a part of this decision? An informed decision before taking an antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication could be, well, let me take 3 months to exercise, to drink more water, to get in the sauna, to get in the hot, cold water, to do nature walks every day, to possibly try a therapy that works. Because if you're going to get a pill and you're already in therapy, then you might not be getting straight up into the somatic, the cellular muscle memory level of your whatever you need to process and heal. And then after 3 months, if you're still in the same boat, then okay, well, maybe you want to go back and decide whether or not you need this pill or some other form of plant or alternative medicine, because there's lots of side effects in these medications that people are taking. And we have way too much programming about the authority of these pharmaceuticals and the doctors that are giving them to us. And it's a big business. And if you need it, you do it. No shame. That's up to you. But I do believe that there are different alternatives, lots of them. And one of them in particular is what's happening inside of you and the capacity that we have to self-regulate and self-heal. And these practices are going to be specifically for that. For us, if you've gone to my retreats or taken any of my mindfulness magic classes, there's another one starting in February. I invite you to join. There will also be one available in Spanish. La magia que habita dentro de ti. 6-week course on these specific practices and an accompaniment so that you can get on going and understand how your body moves and how your body operates and how you have way more say in what is happening to you than you believe. Because everything at a nervous system level creates our beliefs. And today we're going to practice so that we can tap into a little bit of this creativity, this imagination that created the beliefs in the first place, and that maybe now we can switch them around. So with that said, I will ask you, if you would like to practice, to sit down with an upright spine. If you're having a hard time sitting down with an upright spine, you can either have a seat where you can lean on, or you can lay on the floor or on the bed. And we will begin with a deep inhale and an open mouth exhale. One more deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. One last time together. Deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. Next, I invite you to close your eyes, and as you're inhaling, focus all of your attention to your third eye or on the area of your chest on your heart, and then exhale again through the mouth now. Deep inhale, focusing on the top of your head, and on the exhale, softening your shoulders away from your ears. You may close your mouth now as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and send your attention to the bottom of your seat. Every bone in your body, just notice how they are gravitating towards this place where you're sitting or maybe laying down. Just for a moment to notice the weight of your body, that it's not flying around anywhere, but that it's sitting there. So send the attention to your sit bones, to your feet, how they are touching the ground. Perhaps wiggle your toes. Notice your heel, notice the bottom of your foot. Notice the places in your feet where you're not touching the floor. Inhale again. Exhale. Soften your shoulders one more time away from your ears and send all of your attention down to your arms, all the way down to your hands. Maybe even wiggling your fingers, but really sensing the felt sense of your hands. Maybe if they're laying on your legs, you could notice the sensation of your hands on whatever clothes you're wearing or on the blanket of your chair or of your bed. And then moving the attention to the inside of your hands. Inhaling, exhaling, softening your belly, and feeling now the back of your spine going up through the sit bones all the way up your spine until you get to the back of your neck. Traveling the attention to the front of your jaw, softening your tongue. And noticing the front of your neck and your front of your chest and your heart. And notice your breath. Notice as you inhale what happens. Notice as you exhale what happens. There might be some constriction in the body. You can send the breath if there's tightness, if there's constriction, without needing to change anything, without any judgment. Right now is a time to observe as the most compassionate witness that we can today have the capacity to be with ourselves. So I inhale and I notice where there's softness, where there's warmth, where there's heat. And I exhale and I allow my body to soften to let go, to sit in my body. This breath may sit inside my body. There might be a mind trying to wander off or thoughts coming through. That's okay. With each breath, you might say, I notice the thoughts. There they are. And then just come back into a space in your body. Notice your feet. Notice your belly. Listen to your breath. It's almost like in the exhale, your body is melting from ice into water. Letting go. Letting go. And allowing for this breath to just come in and out. And as you are able now to inhale for 3, hold at the top, and we're going to exhale for the count of 5. So exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again for 3. Hold at the top. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elongating the exhale. Inhale again for 3. Holding at the top. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do a few more of those at your own pace. Whatever count you inhale, make the exhale longer. A longer exhale helps your parasympathetic system. So that is the part of your body that is the motor that slows down, that calms your body. So you inhale for a count of 3 and exhale for 4 or more. If you inhale for a count of 2, you exhale for 3 or more. As you continue with this breath, we can move the attention now to the center of your chest area, to the heart. And visualize as you breathe an opening of the chest area, an opening of the heart, and then an exhaling again through the heart. As if you're breathing in through the heart and exhaling through the heart out through the back of your chest. Inhaling for 2 or 3. Exhaling for longer through the heart, through the chest area. Noticing all of your attention in the center of your heart. Our heart is so full of memories and information beyond even what the brain has. So we inhale and connect to the heart as you soften into the body. And for this practice, if you can go down, down, down memory lane to find yourself in a place where you were a little girl or little boy and you maybe needed some help. Or you could have used a good friend where you could have been real with. Maybe it's in kindergarten. Maybe you're 12 or 13. Maybe you're in school or outside in your neighborhood. Maybe you're in your room and you're very scared at night. And notice as you remember, if you can keep those breaths in for 3 and out for 4 or 5. So we're going into this memory, keeping our bodies calm to the degree possible. In for 3, out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you see your little child, notice the emotion that this evokes in your heart. Some of us might feel a sense of shame or judgment or fear or resentment. And what we're going to do in this practice is welcome those emotions that were there to protect us when we were little. It's almost as if we're going to surround them by this beautiful golden light inside the heart. And going back in there to see this little person with a sweetness and tenderness as we step in to accompany them, to let your little child know that you're here with her, that you're here with him. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you knew a child that age in your current moment, and you knew that they were going through what you went through, Would you tell them that you're ashamed? Would you tell them that they're bad? Or would you tell them that you're there for them? That it's going to be okay? So as we go in through the heart, into connecting to your inner child, to your inner innocence, evoking and cultivating a sensation of compassion and of tenderness and of understanding what they went through. Can you soften into that little child and let them know that you're so sorry they were alone? You're so sorry that no one stepped in to help. That you see what they went through. And you totally understand, you very much get it why they had to do what they did. This protection, this rebellion. Thank you. Thank you because you're brilliant. And you had to do that. You had to dissociate. Or get angry or hide. And you totally understand. And notice what's happening in your heart. As you make amends, as you understand, as you compassionately accompany yourself again through this experience. And being in this inner refuge, even if it's uncomfortable, you inhale for 3 and you exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften. You might place your hand on your heart. You might hold yourself with a hug. Place your hand on your belly. Let your body know that you're here for her, that you're here for him. That you are safe now. And that you offer your tenderness and all the understanding and compassion. That you are not going to abandon yourself anymore. You're not alone anymore. When you were little, you didn't have a choice. But today, you can count your inhales and elongate your exhales. You can tap into the body. You can soften. You can send all of this compassion to that little part of you. Yes, you can. And you can let it know that freedom is coming. Now, these parts are very young and they might be very hurt. So if they don't believe us right away, that's all right. That's why I'm recording this, so we can keep practicing. We can show up for ourselves every day. We're going to be showing up for ourselves every day. With the inhale and the exhale, we will shift our breath. We will shift our focus inward and tap into this magic that's inside of us and cultivate sensations of tenderness instead of shame, sensations of compassion instead of judgment, sensations of love and joy and laughter instead of criticism. When we criticize ourselves, it evokes an emotion, that evokes a sensation in our body. And that might be a very familiar one from when we were young. But when we shift our focus, our heart, to an emotion of compassion, of understanding, of love and tenderness and softness, our body is very wise and it will receive this information. We allow it to soften, allow it to know that you're safe right here in just this breath, in just this exhale, and the next one, and the next exhale. I accompany myself. I tap into my magic. I tap into my capacity as this beautiful creation of the universe to know that I am my own healer and that I can change the chemistry in my body. I can cultivate compassion for my younger self. And I step into love and liberation and sovereignty with each breath that I take. Aho.